It's honestly a place where everyone can really speak their minds and ask questions that they have, or really just learn what it really means to be black in America or to be white in America or whatever it may be. So I think that this class in itself really opened that up for a lot of students, especially myself.
I think the fact that you have to ask that question, like why is a race and politics class important, is why it's important.
Definitely. Just realizing that there are so many issues that are prevalent in today's society that need to be addressed, that people are constantly trying to push under the rug by saying hashtag all lives matter or hashtag I don't see color. But that's impossible. Like, these issues actually matter and need to be addressed and need to be changed.
And it's good as a class. It allows people to bring, the theory that they learn in other classes and bring it to bear in, an imminent, meaningful, politically viable sense.
Absolutely, and I think I sit in so many other social justice classes where we talk about the similar issues and people bring in these personal lived experiences and those things feel peripheral and feel like unrelated and feel like they're tangents. When in this class, like, it was built and born out of those lived and embodied experiences. And so because it came out of these experiences of police brutality, came out of these movements against it, that those things are central. Those things are really important to this kind of learning. So we get a community within the class where people can have the conversation enriched by the sharing of those experiences in a way that is respected and in a way that is seen as part of the academic process, which is, I think, like how academia needs to evolve and is evolving in a changing world.
Teaching of the class is vital for reasons of people of color and all other people that also Anglo. Everybody must learn. Everybody must learn what is and what's not. And it teaches us to be human. It teaches us to treat each other as human beings. And the ills and the ways are in the teaching of this class. And the perspective of it all is that we are all human beings. It humans us. It makes us human.
We need to converse about this because, as you see, we can all mesh well together if the conversation is brought up, no matter where you're from, no matter what background. Sexual orientation, gender, whatever. We can mesh well, we can have an intellectual conversation easily. And I think that needs to be known to you all that it can happen if the conversation is brought up. Just not being afraid to talk about it. Let's talk.
Exactly.
Let's understand each other.
Brandon mentioned ignorance and talked about ignorance as if it's a gap in knowledge or a lack of knowledge, and as if these people just need to learn certain things and then it'll be better, but ignorance is produced discursively in the same way that knowledge systems are produced. So, that's very conscious, deliberate ignorance. It's a system that perpetuates itself. And I think one of the purposes of this class is to sort of rhetorically deconstruct that in an effort to resist it.
In class, everything's more raw. There is no sugarcoating anything. Whenever someone has an idea or statement about something, it's said. It's not, oh, let me feed around the bush on this question or this answer. It's just raw. It's real, and I think that's very important to have that type of communication, especially in a classroom setting like that, where everyone can take the time to basically be real. And I feel a lot of times in higher education, we sometimes don't necessarily feel, I want to say good enough, or we don't necessarily feel able to be that raw or real when it comes to talking about race.